no criminal proceedings here. There was insufficient evidence.
Well, we've been speaking, the former Guantanamo prisoners and others, to the police about the involvement of British intelligence services in our cases. It's disappointing in the sense that they're not doing it in the case of individuals, but of course this isn't just about individuals, it is about a whole system that went completely wrong. I went recently to Libya and met with one of the Libyan men whose case is going to be investigated. It's clear and evident, as far as I'm concerned, he would not have been sent into the Abu Salim prison where he was tortured by Gaddafi's cronies had it not been for the involvement of British intelligence services, just as much as I say that I would not have been sent to Guantanamo had it not been for the British intelligence services. So I think we will continue to cooperate with the police in the hope that the bigger picture is met and the bigger picture is seen, and that crimes were committed against us, and that they need to be fully investigated.
You say it's disappointing in some regard, but do you presumably then take some satisfaction, though, from the fact that clearly the process has been gone through in the right way? Because while there's insufficient evidence in some cases, as you say, there is going to be this fresh investigation, and that's going to start quite soon, it seems.
Well, it's important at this point for me to note that there is the case of one particular individual, Shakir Amar, who's still in Guantanamo 10 years after the fact. And he maintains that his head was smashed against a wall in Bagram while British intelligence services were present. Until his case is fully investigated, and after that can only happen after he returns, I think that this door cannot be closed, and I think that there must be a way that justice can be done in his case. So I'm still not completely sure that what we're told at the moment in terms of the investigations being closed in some matters can be, because of the nature of the detentions of some of the individuals who have not even been released yet.
We have an ongoing inquiry as well, the Gibson inquiry, though, so people watching this from the outside, perhaps without much knowledge of this, will say, well, it seems like quite a lot is being done, all at the same time as well.
There is, and there has to be some credit to this government in that fact that they've attempted to change the face of the attitude towards the war on terror and the terrorism suspects. Nonetheless, we, the former prisoners, the lawyers, all of the NGOs have unanimously agreed to boycott the inquiry after having met with Sir Peter Gibson several times, and that is because we don't believe it's going to be open and transparent, and we will not get to see those people who were involved in directly our torture and abuse, and not be able to put some questions, very simple questions, to them.
And yet, if people like, forgive me, but if people like you are not involved, how on earth can the inquiry be expected to do its job fully and to reach the fullest and transparent conclusions?
Well, it can't, because and that's the problem. And the same is with the case of Samuel Asadi and Abdul Hakim Bilhaj, of course, are the Libyans. We've all agreed unanimously not to take part, and we feel very strongly about that. We've communicated this position to the government and to the Peter Gibson inquiry, and they understand very clearly why we're not taking part, but we're still open to discussions, open to a change of mind in relation to this. Those people who carried out what we believe were some of the worst abuses we faced, and those who were complicit in that, need to be able to be brought to account in some way that we can be, we think that a closure will come in the end.
Moazzam Begg, thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just a quick word on European interest rates that we were expecting. The European Central Bank leaving the interest